Okay. Hey. Welcome in, Melon King. And I've been waiting for today. I'm tired. I'm gonna read like 2 files and pass out midstream. Okay. So, the way this is gonna work is that I will read any file you throw at me if you're able to give me the numbers. Apart from that, I know you said you wanted me to also read like the GOC or something. I need you to tell me where I find that. And also I need to know if there's any like bad pictures I need to be aware of so that I could either censor it or like cut it out if possible. Let me see. GOC files. So it's the Global Occult Coalition. Is that the one? Damn, there's a lot. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna cry. This is so much. Well, guess there's no time like the present. I'm gonna find out during the stream that I don't know how to read words. I'm gonna be trying to read and it's gonna be like a big word and I'm not gonna be able to say it and then I'm gonna have it haunt me the rest of my life. Well, it should be fine. Also, I'm pretty sure you could see it, but just in case, if you do have a song you want to hear of that, let me know. I'll be free to do it. Well, okay. Unless I'm gonna get copyright striked, video taken down, and everything, I'm willing to put the song. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's see what this file is about. The Global Occult Coalition, from the desk of the Under Secretary General. You are here because you want to know more, whether you're a Physics Division recruit, part of one of our 108 member organizations, an outsider, or simply a concerned civilian. You're here because you've been touched by the ongoing struggle of humanity to survive and thrive in a world where the supernatural is very real. Reading this, well, pretty much. If I learn nothing, then I guess I'm just stuck here for the rest of my life. Though who knows, maybe I'll end it after this file, because I've never heard of this before. Okay. You're here to help our species in its endless war against the dark. To you, I say welcome. To those of you who would do harm to humanity, I say this. The Global Occult Coalition stands ready to defend humanity against all foes, whether it likes it or not. Sincerely, okay, so I'm assuming that's a D, and it looks like a C. I can't make out what this is. X, H, Y? YL? What is this? I think that's an F. It's an I. Oh, wait. Jesus Christ, I can't read cursive for the life of me. Under Secretary General D.C. Alfine, United Nations Global Occult Coalition. Personal directory. Ooh, they have a cool symbol. Look, kinda looks a little demonic? Question mark? Like if it was red, I'd be concerned. Oh wait, actually, is there more up here? About the GOC. Damn. The GOC was a group of interests created by Kane Pathos Crow in the early days of the SCP Foundation Wiki. Inspired by creepypasta about how the Soviet Red Army killed, well, that's concerning, God in the 1950s, it postulated the existence of a separate but equally powerful force in the paranormal world. If the SCP Foundation was dedicated to finding, capturing, and containing paranormal objects, the Coalition would be dedicated to a much different, more direct approach: outright destruction of the paranormal. Since then, the concept has been refined somewhat into the current iteration. The Global Occult Coalition is now intended to be an openly political organization, taking actions that affect the world stage. Seeing in that light, their policy of destruction of paranormal objects differs from the SCP Foundation's. If the Foundation are the jailers, then the Coalition are the executioners. But like any executioner, they cannot act without the permission of a judge and jury. The United Nations Secret Council of 108. Wonder how much they're getting paid. Global GOC stories take their inspiration from any number of fictional works about global conspiracies that secretly control the world. The Laundry series by Charles Stross, Delta Green, and Call of Cthulhu by Chaosium. Oh my gosh, am I gonna get to see Cthulhu? The Illuminatus trilogy? Mike Mignola's Hellboy, etc. Can I do CI after this? Sure. With a strong dose of Tom Clancy-style modern-day action thriller, there is still a horror element, but the focus is no longer on the things that lurk in the darkness, but on the people who watch over us in the night. Contributor's Guide. Well, I'm not going to contribute, so I don't think I need to read that. What is our mission? Our mission: to keep the peace and maintain friendly relations between occult organizations, protect humanity against all threats, paranormal, parascientific, and paratemporal. I'm assuming that's like time travel in that. I've never heard of parascientific. Is that like, I don't know, Frankenstein? Like scary science, I guess? And take any actions required to ensure the survival of the human race. GOC Charter. BBC replying to me every time I lose, I read an SCP article. Damn, I'm gonna have to like do a 3-day stream or something if I were to do that. Wow, imagine a 100% challenge like that. It would be crazy. Also, welcome in King Ender. Hope you enjoy the stream. Okay. Resolved that in the early years of the 20th century, the rising emergence of hostile paranormal, parascientific, and paratemporal entities constitutes a clear and present threat to the survival of humankind. Someone named the SCP Foundation joins. They say, "How did you get our web page?" I think I'd be a little freaked out, honestly. I gotta like, close the page real quick and be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Or 5-1. Sounds intimidating to say the least. I'm gonna get like what's it called? Anonymous or something suddenly in the stream. Like, you shouldn't have access to this yet. Man, now I kind of want to do Welcome to the Game one day. Just thinking of that type of situation would be fun. Resolved that in the wake of the Second World War and the concurrent Seventh Occult War, seventh? I didn't know that no single nation can be relied upon to effectively respond to para-threats due to the concerns of nationalism and international conflict. Resolved that the necessity of responding to said para-threats is of utmost importance and must by necessity supersede any concerns of national, regional, or cultural self-interest. Therefore, we, the undersigned leaders of 108 major paranormal organizations, authorize the formation of an international organization dedicated to keeping the peace and identifying, neutralizing, and containing said parathreats. Being the highest authority in such such matters, superseding all national, international, and otherwise corporeal interests. I need to read more often. It shouldn't be this hard for me. Be it further resolved that this global occult coalition shall be placed under the independent aegis of the United Nations, and that such an organization shall be provided whatever resources necessary in perpetua, and that said organization shall be given the authority to use any means necessary to maintain the peace. Or should peace be impossible, to ensure the survival of humankind. Signed blank, because they were all redacted. Classified level Q by order of GOC High Command. Is there a classification level of like A to Z or something? Because I feel like you need to be kind of high up there to get a hold of this. Never mind about doing CI next, let's do MTF E11. Alright. The fivefold mission. First mission, survival. Second mission, concealment. I have to read it. The GOC shall hold the survival of the human race against all threats paranormal, parascientific, and paratemporal as their highest missions, superseding all others. Concealment. As knowledge of parathreats would result in mass panic and heavy casualties among the human population, the GOC shall conceal the existence of said parathreats from the general public. Protection. Although considered expendable, if necessary in pursuit of the first mission, individual human beings, including operatives of the GOC, shall be protected whenever possible. Destruction. As the existence of parathreats is in itself anathema to the survival of the human race, no unnecessary risks are to be taken to ensure the survival of parathreats. Education. The GOC shall make every effort to expand the base of knowledge regarding parathreats. Cool. GOC divisions. High Command coordinates, directs, and administrates the rest of the organization. Undersecretariat, Office of the Undersecretary General, consider part of the United Nations Organization. Nexus. Maintains and directs a network of command central hubs to coordinate and support local operations. Physics Division. The GOC's action arm. Equivalent to the United Nations peacekeeping forces. Tasked with the observation, investigation, and capture/neutralization of threat entities. Assessment teams investigate and observe parathreats. Strike teams capture or eliminate parathreats. Okay, so they have research, and then they have the SWAT team ready to take them out. Psyche Division, the GOC's diplomatic arm, tasked with liaising. Well, there's gonna be a lot of botched words I'm trying here. With the paranormal community and maintaining peace between humanity and the occult powers. Special observers, GOC agents tasked with observing scientific, archaeological, and other investigations for possible emergent parathreats. Ambassadors maintain diplomatic contacts with non-hostile occult powers. Ptolemy? Yeah, Lemmy Division, the GOC support arm, tasked with supporting the other arms of the GOC and maintaining the smooth operation of the organization. Quartermasters, logistics and support, handle everything from distribution of weapons and arms to coordinating food and supply management in GOC facilities. Research and development. Coordinates research into new technologies by the 108 member organizations and directs/funds new research and development. Kalatika Division, the GOC's disinformation arm, tasked with handling cover-ups and disinformation, something to that degree, campaigns, maintaining the secrecy of the cult world from the mundane. Not the chair, excuse me? Bro, I'm trying, this is hard. Pneuma? Yeah, I guess, Pneuma. Division, the GOC's intelligence arm, superheads information gathering and proactive initiatives against a variety of different unseen threats, either political or paranatural. Oh wait, we didn't get to that part yet. I think you got a little bit ahead of yourself, not gonna lie. Though, I'll keep it in mind that apparently a chair is gonna get thrown out a window or something here. Insect counterintelligence uprooting foul play and corruption. These are ensured by executing sting operations, internal reviews, and communicating with HICOM. Exec monitors mundane governments and foreign paranatural organizations, communities, and cults. Exec agents are often planted within unbeknownst rival groups or coordinating with physics teams. Pangea Division, the GOC's emergency arm, mostly dormant during normal operations and activated during eschatological events, depending on the situation. Certain branches may be active while others remain on standby, allowing the division to be nimble and alacritus, right? Alacritus? Something to that degree. General Response Corps, mobilized body comprised of conventional special forces and unarmed branches from various countries under the UN, designed to accommodate manpower, special assets, paranormal entities formerly classified as parathreats, who have pledged or sufficiently proved allegiance to the GOC, kept under constant observation. Okay. Mobcom, Mobile Command, selected delegates from the Council of 108 and HICOM should the original governing body be compromised. Z Division, products of TACNIC under the purview of the Joint Pangea Physics Strike Program, Compromised of resurrected corpses, bolstering by an altered gene is a form of an osteosarcoma variant. I'm tired. It's a lot of reading. Bro, there's so many big words in this. They couldn't keep it simple. They had to make this all complex and that. On top of that, there's no pictures. Like, this would be so much easier if there was pictures instead of a million words. Got your profile picture? Nice. Think you ripped it from a game I know? Ugh. No complaints though. To be honest, no complaints. So, out of curiosity, should I like fear the GOC? Because it seems like it's just a bunch of government officials that don't keep track of what's happening. I suppose I could be wrong, but like so far, that's all it seems to be. Okay. The International Court for the Paranormal. It's not even a word. The judicial branch of the GOC manages all major international paralaw related cases within the paranormal community in accordance with its International Paralaw Codex, alongside the Global Paralaw Charter and the Charter of the United Nations Global Occult Coalition. So there's the GOC, and then there's the UNGOC, which is the un-GOC. Why is there two of them? Hi. Bro, there's so much reading. Why is there so many sections to this? Listen, I know they need to put it like in depth because they need people to know what's happening. But like, Jesus. This is getting a little ridiculous. They did not need to write this much. At least I'm hoping. The Council of 108. The Global Occult Coalition's leadership body consists of representatives from 108 of the most powerful occult organizations. Members include... Oh god, I'm not gonna be able to read that. There's words in my pictures. Listen, it's okay if it's something like, oh, here's a couple words, or here's a paragraph, and then it's a picture. This is just... I feel like I'm in school. I feel like if I'm reading, like, a case study or something, there's, like, so much to read about this. Not even the chapter books I got in high school were this bad. There's words in my words. It's like math all over again. Like, it's just changing as I'm going through it. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna hide it real quick. Don't panic. There is a song I want to put. If I can find it again. Okay, let me change this. Not that one, it's the other one. Moved without us. Ooh, hold on. Let me cut it off there. Uh, okay, so just in case you don't know, this is from a game called Daytime. There's some drama behind it, so the person released the song for free use. I definitely recommend you check it out because this is like a really good song in my opinion. 10 out of 10, hear it on loop. Alright, let's figure out what the members include. Damn, damn. The Bavarian Illuminati. Oh hey, Daydream mentioned, I watched a 2-hour video on it, and how it isn't a game or something. It is a game. It's just, okay, I'm not the one who did the research, so I don't know much. But based on the videos I've seen, and a little bit of the TikToks that I saw, it's like a really realistic game that's in development. However, the person behind it seems to have a couple of issues when it comes to crediting people, it seems. Now, again, I don't know the case. I don't know anything about it. I could just go off of the videos. But it seems like the guy lies a lot about what's going on. Though he did say he would change it. Though this song specifically, it was the title, like the menu page, the music they would play. And supposedly, I think his name is Juniper or something. He got angry at this guy for putting a comment on a video, basically saying that, well, behind the scenes wasn't that nice either. So, song is now for free use. Anyone could use it for anything they want. And supposedly credit is optional, but I still, want to give credit to them. Uh, that'll be my 2 cents on it. I don't have much I could say because I haven't done research on it like that. Though that 2-hour video, I think it's by Cut Cafe or something. It was actually a really interesting video to hear. Though I need to rewatch it because I just kept seeing like 5 minutes of it at a time. I want to see the full thing in one go one of these days. So I need to go watch that so I can actually talk about this subject. Though the models they used originally for Daydreams look really good. It's kind of sad that it's from the store though, because like they can't do much with it outside of the game. But they should still use them if they're willing to give credit where credit's due, because damn, they looked great. It would have made for a good horror game on top of that, because of how do I put it? Because they don't look fake, but they don't look real either. Gives like that uncanny vibe, I guess. To me, at least. One of the problems is that he just kept pretending that the models for the characters were his up until merch ideas. Then it was like, well, actually, I talked to the guy who made them and he said, no, don't make merchandise of my characters. Oh. Welcome in, Aaron. Hope you're doing great. Hope you enjoy stream. So that's how that happened exactly. Not characters, but models. Makes sense. I mean, because he got the models off of the Unity store or something like that. I don't remember the engine. Or the name of the store for that matter, so I'm just trying here. But doesn't the license you get for that, like, it's just purely so you can throw it into the game and that's it? So it's kind of shocking that he was going to try and make merchandise out of it. Especially considering that he hasn't even finished his game yet, and there was a lot of debate whether it was, what's it called? Whether it was a game or just, like, concepts. Or even just animation, because, like, nobody knew what the hell. I mean, he did try to make new models, people just didn't really like them compared to the old models. I mean, Well, he had two options at that point. He could have tried to talk to the person who had the original models, see if they're able to work out some sort of agreement or compromise. Or, I guess he could have just, you know, suck it up and just kind of deal with the fact that people didn't like it as much. I don't know. All I know is I hope that they figure out whatever they need to figure out, because, like, the stuff that the game had so far seemed really interesting in that. And I really liked the way some of the stuff looked. It's just kind of sad that it couldn't be without issues as per usual. It says Shrimple as we can split the money, or sorry, this is the new model, or at the very least, the one I can sell merch of. Exactly, like there was options he could have done. Sorry I'm late, I was making an exercise video for 43 minutes. It was 10 different exercises. Damn. Man, whenever I exercise or work out or whatever, I only go for like half an hour. 43 minutes, I would have been dead. I was gonna make that video and then just be there on the floor dead afterwards. Well, if it's 10 exercises, that's like a solid 4 minutes per thing. Sheesh. I hope you didn't do anything too challenging. Can you imagine? It's like, next step, you're gonna hold a handstand for 4 minutes straight. Can I put on bone theme after this? Sure. Ooh, it may be copyrighted. Let me see what it got, and then I'll let you know. Bone theme. Oh, damn. Well, I'm not exactly monetized. Oh, like Heavy Bear was from the Daydream Guy's other game. Yeah, from Animal Tracker. Supposedly, because he put it in the description, he was trying to rage bait the guy, so he put the capybara in that. And you know what? Like, kudos to him.
We want to see who's coming and going.
Well, Nest cams and doorbells are even smarter with jump.
Alright. I think I put the right one. Let me know if not. Wait, hold on. And I need to change the thing so that we know it's the other thing now. Boneworks. Not Boneworks. Bone theme. Right? Yeah, okay. You said you saw the 2-hour video or whatever about the Daydream situation. One Juniper made a response video to that original one, and that same YouTuber responded again to Juniper. 100% recommend seeing the new one from the YouTuber, because oh my gosh, the crash out that occurs in that one is perfect. I haven't watched it yet. You should when you get the chance. The crash out is 100% deserved, and honestly, you could tell how pissed he was. I imagine there would be a crash out, lol. I wish there was more crash outs. Like, whenever people talk about drama and that, they always stay calm, collected. A part of me is like, I need you to crash out towards the end of this, because damn, I'm getting frustrated with it. And the drama's not even about me. Like, I get it. They have to stay relaxed in that, because they're like reporting on the situation. But still, part of me wishes they could crash out more often. There's a lot of people who deserve it for some of the stuff they do. But regardless, even if they deserve it, do not harass anybody. People shouldn't harass them, but a good "you shouldn't have done that" is worth it. But like, damn. I guess it's kind of hard because they know their audience would instantly go booking it to like beat up the person if they could. Anyways, enough about Daydream. Where was I on this? I forgot what I was reading. I think I just read the title, didn't I? Probably, hopefully. An organization, I'm up here by the way, right under the Bavarian Illuminati. An organization originally founded in 1776 to oppose superstition and promote human rights. One of the most powerful global conspiracies and a major supporter of the GOC. Many of their members are skilled jurists and diplomats, and they frequently play a major role, in negotiating political and diplomatic agreements. Hatter Theory 10, Hatter works at McDonald's. No, but technically it's a customer service job, I think. Hatter Theory 11, Hatter 11. What? Oh my gosh, you're right. There's 11 of me here doing this. That would be funny. I wish you luck. Hopefully the Theory 11 will come to you soon. 5 Elements Association. Should I even try this? Because this ain't English, I don't think. Okay, gonna be botched as hell, but I'll try. Gogyo Kesha? Kesha? Something to that degree. That ain't English, so know for a fact I'm probably wrong. It'll come to me in a dream later. Lamau. You're gonna be in the middle of working on a Minecraft build and it'll come to you suddenly. Hatter Theory 12, Hatter works at KFC. No, you're wrong. How do I put this without giving it away? I've never worked a day in my life in a fast food place. Technically speaking. Hatter works at Walmart, bro. You're wrong. You'll never be able to figure it out because I'm not going to give you anything else except you're wrong now. One of the first Japanese organizations to join the Council of 108, the 5 Elements Association is one of the most vocal advocates for the complete destruction of paranormal phenomena. Yeah. The organization originated in the middle of the Heian? The something period as a division of borough of... I need to learn Japanese for this stuff apparently. Onmyo focused on preventing spiritual terrorism. What the hell? With the groups Thaumaturgus? What the hell? Utilizing traditional methods of Onmyodo. During the Pacific War, they opposed the development of anomalous technology by the military. Clashing with other occult forces in the country, they maintain active hostility towards the Foundation, advocating for their complete expulsion from Japan. Well, damn. First it was 20 burpees, 25 lunges, plank for 30 seconds, 35 jumping jacks, 15 burpees, 35 wall push-ups, 80 tricep dips, 40 seconds of arm circles, 1 foot stand for 10 seconds, and Superman for 30 seconds. Damn. That's a lot. The things I make my Project Zombie character do before I die the day after. I think that's how it is for any Project Zomboid character. They wake up, do everything they possibly can, exercise-wise, and then 5 seconds later, they're dead. At least that happens to me. I love Project Zomboid, I do. But I cannot survive for more than like 10 seconds in that game. Even when I'm like with my cousin or whatever, it's like, damn. I'm depending solely on the other person to keep the zombies away. Because the second they pull up, I'm gone. I don't know how other people do it, or how they lose them or anything in that game. Hatter works at Costco. No, wrong again. I don't think there's even one in my city. I'd have to look it up, but I don't think so. Welcome in, Nethermaster. Hi, fam. Hey, what's up, bro? Welcome into chat. Give like a high five and a fist bump for that. Survived like a week into power and water outage. I think 50 days. That was the longest I got. I barely survived a week normally. Damn. That's crazy, bro. Had her work somewhere. Yep, okay, that's a little more reasonable. I'll give that a check mark. I do have an actual job. Maybe one day I'll make a story time video so I can talk about my job. Cause damn, the stuff I have to deal with is insane. Like you can barely reckon. Not for real. And change a profile picture it makes everything disappear. There's 67 minutes until the process is finished on the video. Damn, it's gonna take forever, Aaron. Reminds me of the first time I was doing stuff for videos. I waited a good like 3 hours for the video to finish uploading. It was insane how long that thing took. Okay, on to the next section, and then I guess I'll read the next 50 messages before continuing again. I barely recognize myself, lol. Damn. You should go change it. Or, you know what you should do, Melon King? Instead of having the Hollow Knight there, you should put, like, a melon there next to him or something. Just any profile picture, you have to have a melon in there at all costs. Well, sending file, 11%. Yeesh. I wish you luck, bro. Gonna be there a while. Gold Baker Reigns? Man, can't this stuff be easy to read? Do they have to put names like Gormaguns? Question mark and stuff like that? Can't just be like the Smith people? Y'all are gonna get used to me being a stick figure, lol. Man, it looks awesome, so I won't complain about that one. It's on my phone, so I don't need to worry about it. Ooh! It might take forever because it's on the phone. Just like tripled your wait time right there. Goldbaker Reigns is an insurance provider that operates almost entirely behind the veil. It specializes in providing insurance services, apocalyptic risk advisement. These the bomb shelter people? And reconstruction resource procurement to other anomalous organizations. Its stated goals are to mitigate risks to the human race, yet it does so almost entirely through financial contracts and data corroboration. Despite this, it is trusted to uphold its deals to the letter. Seems like a trustworthy group. Ancient Noble Order of the Gormagons. Founded in the 18th century to oppose the Freemasons. The Gormagons have evolved into a corpse of demolition experts specializing in destroying anomalous structures and breaking defensive wards. Gormagons are organized into local chapters called wedges. They're a group of potato wedges under the leadership of the Oecumenicus Volgi from the Grand Occident Wedge. Sounds about right. Guess what, Hatter? I have something you don't have, and I'm sorry if this makes you sad or something like that. Oh, it got me nervous now. What is it you got? What did you accomplish? Fingers crossed it's not the PVZ being done for you. What did you get, Aaron? Tell me. Do y'all watch Murder Drones? It's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen it, actually. And I think that's because I've been stuck with... what's it called? I've been attached to the frickin' the Amazing Digital Circus. I love Kinger, but like I'm literally stuck to that, so I have not seen Murder Drones yet. Probably will though one of these days. Got to a new area in Hollow Knight. Damn, Melon King. Give me a chance. I promise I'll catch up. I have so much I'm gonna have to do when I get back into that game. Sheesh. It's kind of crazy. Kinger is my favorite character. Me too, me too. He's been my favorite ever since he was freaking out in the first episode. Him and Kane. Kane's alright. I'm more of like a Kinger and probably a Ragatha fan. Kane freaks me out a little bit. I have a blank. Drum roll for Aaron's reveal. The area is called the Hive. Spooky. Congrats on getting there, but spooky. Yes, Chat and Hatter. I relate to Kane in the way that I'm most likely a sentient AI. Okay, Ender, down. Can't believe it. Can't believe you were a bot this whole time, Ender. That would be the reveal that no one was expecting right there. As for Aaron, I'm gonna guess that you got $10. I take it back. I don't know. I have no idea what you could have possibly gotten. Got an repel ore. Congrats, Melon King. Making progress. Like a hell of a lot of progress in that game. A Fortnite skin. Let's see. What would be a good thing to put? Uh, damn. I need music, but like I don't know what to put. What do y'all think? What Hatter doesn't have, and he said something about when I first joined his first PvZ replanted stream about chat. Huh. There was once a man named Stanley. Damn. I just need some, literally just need some copyright free music, and I don't know what to put. Mm. Okay. It's near the end. I'm in trouble. Damn. Y'all can go check it. I can't, but y'all should definitely go check it and tell me what it is. Can you put Hatino Village after this? Maybe. Okay, you know what? I'm tired of reading this. We'll put International Center for the Study of Unified Thaumatology, the Holy Order of Knights Templar Reformed Servants of the Silicon Noirnier? The Sidhi Lounge, the United Church of Scientists, the World Para Health Organization, the Universalist Order of the Asir, I guess. Field manuals and guides, translated documents, lectures and orientations, resolutions. Famous incidents: the 7th Occult War, McCarthy-Truman UFO scandal of 1951, the Ichabod campaign, the 1985 Esterberg SCP Foundation lawsuit, the Cornwall incident. Damn, there's a lot of case files. Case file template. Fine. Required reading. Would probably be a good idea to read this before starting to familiarize yourself with the structure of the GOC. Go here to get an idea of naming conventions used in threat entity documents. The articles are broken down by the individual branches of the GOC, physics, something, and physics, psyche divisions, as well as the standard threat entity database entry. There are several types of documents to get you started, but no one document outside the threat entity database section is critical to the final piece. Also, it should be noted that even the tab order itself is not set in stone. If you think it'll help your pacing to start off with psyche records and end at threat entity database, then so be it. Okay, I read what I had to. I think I'm gonna call it there for the GOC. Do we have any other files that you guys would like me to read today? Also, it's kind of pathetic. It took me an hour to read just a couple of these things. Like, damn. Man, the audacity to give me an ad right now? How rude. Let's see, didn't you say there was another one you wanted me to see? $30,008? No, there was a different one. You know what? Heck it, I don't know. Let me see if I can find this. The trash fire, that's it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking about. You said the CI, and then you were like, never mind, I want to do this one instead. It's honestly up to you, though. If you want me to keep looking for the CI, I suppose I could. Though, seems like it's gonna be a little difficult finding it. Let me see if I can find that one by chance. A1? A1. How do I find these things? How do I do things? Okay, hold on. Just in case there's something bad that pulls up when I look at it. Or just MTF. MTF. Sigma 5. You know what? Heck it. Let's see what this is. Spooky, creep, pester. Is this like a Halloween thing specifically? Probably, huh? Thing looks different. Oh my god. Oh, it's a horror tale. Okay, we all agree with this one, or do you guys want a different one? Sigma 5, the Pumpkin Punchers. Supposedly it's scary. What do you guys think? Also, I should probably try to find like some scary music after this. I'll be just me right now, though. And supposedly there's 6 of you in the chat. That's the only reason I'm asking. I think you're just the main one who likes to interact when it comes to the SCP, Melon King. Everyone is so scared about me reading this one, I guess. Anyways. Well, we might as well do this one. It's the worst that could happen. I mean, it has Sigma in its name. Can't be that bad, right? Let's get into it then. Actually. The moonlight shone on the open pumpkin field. The farm was the picture of serenity. Until a piercing shout shattered the silence. "Move out!" yelled Alpha. The 4 MTF agents spread out across the field, their assault rifles and flashlights casting light onto the fully grown pumpkins. "Why are we even here? You haven't told us what we're looking for, Chief," questioned Beta. I don't rightfully know, but a half dozen people going missing here and every surrounding pumpkin farm being torn apart during their best season don't seem to add up right, Chief responded. "Just looking for something out of the ordinary." They scavenged the field for hours, looking for anything that could be construed as anomalous. A scarecrow that strongly resembled Delta, an extremely angry coyote, and a pumpkin that looked suspiciously like a basketball, but did not bounce like one. Did not apply. There ain't shit here, boss," Gamma finally said after a deep inspection of a vine. "Fine, let's turn around and head back to the site. Probably some Psycho X murderer or something." Alpha turned around and began to march in the direction of the transport. Be fitting given the date and all. We might be able to catch the tail end of the Halloween party," cheered Delta. The rest of the team turned to look at the newest member of their team. Guys are having a poncho zombie in the stream. No clue, actually. He hasn't stopped by since my last, like the original PVZ. He hasn't stopped by since then. I thought he would show up again once we started doing the PVZ replanted, but I guess not. He disappeared into the wind. Never mind, it's not working. Damn, sorry, Aaron. Sad. I agree. It is very sad. I was hoping that he'd come back. But alas, it is what it is. Effing hell, kid. Nobody goes to site parties. Directors always find some way to make it about how we don't do enough work. Like to see them get off their asses and do this shit, Beta grumbled. I mean, a party is a party, right? Damn it, tossed out Delta, interrupted by his foot stepping on one of the smaller pumpkins. Well, I think it was from TYT. No clue. It's kind of hard to say because there's a lot of stuff it could have been from the thing you're asking about. How about you just tell us, Aaron? What is it you got that I don't? I don't think any of us are that good at guessing anyways. Wait, what the hell? Boss, check this out. Pumpkin's like mutated or something. Indeed, the pumpkin had shattered from Delta's steel-toed boot, spilling out a mix of various candies and sweets, all carried in a rose-colored sludge. The troops were fascinated. Bag up a sample of the Snickers for transport, Alpha ordered, just before a long screech broke across the field. The members were ready in an instant, even Delta, rifles raised and backs against each other. They had been thoroughly trained in high-stakes tactics, which is why they didn't hesitate when the first pumpkin leaped out the ground and rushed at them on its spindly wooden legs. 3 shots later, it was on the ground. Drooping? Dropping? Dropping. A blood-red Twizzlers rope with it. Is that it? Only 2? Asked Delta, puzzled. Good job, kid. Now you've jinxed us, snarled Gamma. I have a... What is it, Aaron? A what? Almost there, Melon King. Oh, and also Melon King was there. Okay, but Melon King pulls up to everything. That'd be the equivalent of me being like... So to be specific, it's in a stream, and then later on being like, to be even more specific, it's on my channel. Like, does that help you? Oh, what? What is it? Just tell us. We're all on the edge of our seats to know what it is, Aaron. Girlfriend? Ah! Congrats. I'm happy for you. Round of applause for you, my guy. I don't recall talking about my love life on here, though. I don't recall that ever becoming part of the conversation. I have a girlfriend. Oh my gosh! Have one thing too. My love life is with PVZ. Damn, alright. I'm not gonna talk about my love life, it's too depressing. I found a sneeze. That's what you found. A pale aura in Hollow Knight. Yeah, you told us that you're 100% ahead of me in the game already. Like the audacity. Here's the quote. If I need a girlfriend, I will look for chat. Oh, that's right, because you guys were like, that's when you guys called me daddy. So I got called daddy, poppy, and everything else. And I was like, I'm flattered, I am. But I'm not looking for anyone right now. If I ever need a girlfriend, I'll let you know, though. Oh, but damn, congrats, Aaron. Although I don't think that that statement's gonna hold up anymore. My catchphrase is hi fam. It's a hell of a catchphrase. Man, that was a lot of heart smelling, King. Just saying. Okay, let me continue the story. Oh, snap, actually. I'm out of time. Damn, how the hell did an hour go by? That is crazy. I didn't even get to finish the story. What do y'all think the name is? No idea. Unfortunately, though, for me and for you guys, as much as we were having a great time chatting and reading, I sadly have to go. I hope everyone has a good day, good evening, and good night. My name is Hatter, and I will see y'all next time. Bye bye!